For over 90 years, the Orange County Library System has created an almost countless number of new and innovative products for their patrons. But perhaps no innovation is as recent as the Shake It app for the iPhone. Yes, Shake It is a new and fun way to discover books, movies, and more on your phone, but how did it come to be? We attempted to ask Sherry Chambers, Digital Content Manager for the Orange County Library System, but she never seemed to not be on her telephone. So, we decided to go over her head.
I'm Debbie Moss. I'm the Assistant Director here at the Orange County Library System. You know, I think Sherry and I both got iPods for Christmas, and we were both really in love with them. And one of my first apps that I downloaded was not Open Table, Urban Spoon. And, you know, it was just so fun to play with. And I think, you know, we were just talking one day, and it's like, how could we do something fun like that to get people using the library and finding out what we own? And I did the easy part, just kind of throwing a challenge out there, and then really everybody else did the work.
Much like Urban Spoon's spinning wheels of choices, it was decided the app would allow the user to pick from a combination of age range, genre, and material type. Once shaken, the app would then deliver a random title based on their selections. A difficult task, and one that this man, seen here, was charged with leading forward.
My name is Jim Elder, and I am the web design specialist here at the library. When the idea came forward that they wanted to do an iPhone app, I thought that was really awesome, and it was a way that I could make something for the library and learn something new at the same time. I had to learn Objective-C, and I had to learn how to use Xcode and, you know, other little odds and ends here and there. Honestly, the hardest part of doing the app was getting the Shake to work, because at first, since we have a couple of iPhones to test against, it seemed like it was working fine, but then Apple decided that they wanted to change how Shake was done on the iPhone 4, so that it was trying to figure out why Shake works on one device and not the others. But then we figured that out. And now it works on everything, including the iPad, which looks ridiculous. That never gets old.
It did not take long for the digital content team to discover the project would have some very unique challenges.
My name is Cassie Shivers. I'm a digital access architect. We have several different audiences to kind of meet their matches, and so you get some crazy match sets like children horror movies or children's romance, anything, book, audiobook, or movie. So what are you going to do there, huh? What do you do with that? You get a lot of Scooby-Doo and a lot of Blue's Clues for mystery. And for the children's romance, you get a lot of fairy tales and nursery rhymes. Clockwork Orange was coming up for a lot of teen matches, but it's rated R, and we don't want rated R things for the teens. We're pushing PG-13 for the teen audience, so we had to do some finagling.
Finagling complete, it was time for this man, holding the banana, to make the app actually talk to the library's III catalog.
This is my stress banana. My name is Damon Wood. I am the web developer for the Orange County Library System. Other people involved spent a lot of time building the application or figuring out how we're going to match things into the catalog. My job was to go through the list of items that we wanted presented as possible results and match them to the patterns that were given and return the results to the application. It was pretty complicated. You shake the app and it spins. So what happens is those three criteria, or two or one or whatever you selected, go up to the server as a request. It says, give me things that match this. So then what I do is I go into the table that we've created from the catalog export and say, okay, give me everything that matches this. Well, we only want one result, but there might be 100 or 200 possible matches. So then we take all of the results that come back and out of those, randomly pick one, purely at random. And so even with the same criteria, several shakes or lock decisions, however you use the application, could possibly return a different result every time. It's just lines and lines and lines of code. But it's all the same basic thing. If this, this, and this, then make this query and get these results. And oh wait, that's an inappropriate result, so we'll try and exclude those. And then there's a lot of patchwork that went in after the fact when matches would come back, say children horror. Now that's an interesting genre. How are you going to get children horror that doesn't have R-rated movies? Well, R-rated movies aren't children horror, so we have to exclude anything that has an MPAA rating that's inappropriate for kids. And in a lot of cases, we explicitly include things that we know are good, like Scooby-Doo or whatever. So that's how that works.
Quick recap of the events that happened to get this all the way from start to finish. It was first concept, then making a mock-up, then showing the mock-up to everybody and figuring out like what parts stay and go. Then it was getting the key matches into work, and at the same time getting Damon's algorithm to work to pull stuff from the catalog. And then it was tying all those three pieces together and making sure that what was being sent to Damon was right with being pulled from the catalog. And then finally it was all put to package together and then submitted to Apple. And then we waited and waited. And then they approved it. And in the store it went. My favorite part about the app is the shaking it. It's the fun of not knowing what you're going to get since it's all random. And the fun of being like, ooh, I didn't. Especially when you get unusual combinations like children horror or like teen mystery, and you're like, what am I going to get back? That's the fun part. And it's also fun to see somebody else use it. I enjoy it. I think that's the best part is when you get it all finished and you hand it to somebody and they're like, they shake it and they're like, ooh, what's this? You're like, mission accomplished.
Oh, it's fantastic. I remember the day that Jim showed me, the first working model, and it was just so exciting. It was so cool to see it really come to life, and it's just a lot of fun. I mean, I just think that it's a fun way to access the library.
Fun at a library? An enjoyable new way to experience and interact with your local library? It sounds like a wonderful afternoon dream. But thanks to the tireless work of a few brave souls, that dream is now a reality. Simply put, Shake It from the Orange County Library System is really cool and you should try it out.